What a redirected. Good serve. That's the first come on.
You were going for your shots, chasing down every single ball, and feeding off the energy of the crowd. How motivating was that for you? This is not a dream. This is real. It's the quarterfinals. The Philippines tennis phenom, Alex Eala, delivered a ruthless straight-sets demolition against Jimeno, winning 6-4 and 6, closing the match with authority when it mattered most. But the real explosion is still ahead. Alex is now set to face world-class Colombian star Camila Osorio in a true clash of titans at the Rizal Memorial. Both are former Open Girls champions, both carrying massive expectations. But who holds stronger under the pressure of career-defining ambition and national pride? Eala must prove that her lethal left-handed forehand is powerful enough to break through Osorio's experience, as the entire stadium vibrates with the roar of Filipino fans. Is this the moment for a seismic upset that pushes Alex into the top four? A journey marked by injury scares and a dominant resurgence? We break down the stats, the fearless forecast, and the reason the tennis world is starting to shake at the rise of the Philippines, shocking audiences worldwide. This is not just news. This is a declaration of power from the heart of Manila. The Filipino tennis phenom, Alex Eala, currently ranked world number 4, didn't just win a round of 16 match. She sent a message that echoed across the global tennis circuit. In front of thousands of Filipino supporters at the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center, Alex crushed Jimeno's hopes with a commanding 6-4 victory, stamping her authority in dominant fashion. But wait, let's rewind to the tension before this match even began. Sakadam had been a lingering ghost chasing Alex ever since 2023 in Japan, where she handed the Filipina star a painful straight-sets defeat. As match day approached, concern flooded social media. Many netizens worried that Alex might crack under the pressure of the home crowd, or that the thigh injury she showed signs of during her debut match against Kariva might resurface. Instead of breaking down, we witnessed a new version of Alex Eala. Not just a player with talent, but one armed with a steel-forged mentality. The opening set began as a brutal exchange of baseline rallies. But at 4-4, something shifted in the aura of the Philippines tennis queen. That was the moment the great demolition truly began. From 4-all in the first set, Alex never looked back. She went on to win the next 9 games in a row. 9 straight games. A masterclass performance rarely seen at the professional level. Her laser-like forehand and razor-sharp backhand winners completely rattled the Japanese defense. After the match, her emotions were clear. She spoke about how enjoyable the match was and how happy she felt with the win, noting that despite the scoreline, the contest remained close throughout. She admitted she was still trying to collect her thoughts in the aftermath. With that victory, Alex officially advanced to the quarterfinals of the 2025 Philippine Women's Open. But celebrations had to be brief, because the next obstacle standing in her path is a giant of the tennis world, Camila Osorio of Colombia. This will be the first ever meeting between the two on the professional circuit, and the stakes could not be higher. Osorio, currently ranked number 84 in the world with a career-high ranking of 33, is far from an ordinary opponent. This is a showdown between two former Open Girls champions, Eala in 2022 and Osorio in 2021. Social media buzzed uncontrollably, from Facebook groups to Twitter timelines. Fans couldn't stop talking about how Alex has begun to look like a seasoned veteran on court. Her agility and ability to control pressure in front of a home crowd prove that this 20-year-old phenom is ready for the elite level. But is this momentum enough to overpower the experience of a Colombian powerhouse? Rizal Memorial is once again set to become the epicenter of tension as the entire nation watches closely. Could this be the beginning of a new tennis empire in the Philippines? Now that Alex Eala has reached the quarterfinals, this is no longer just hype. This has become a serious conversation driven by hard stats and tactical analysis. Camila Osorio is not just a name on the draw. She is a barrier built from steel and experience. When we look at the tail of the tape, we see a fascinating clash of styles and mentalities. Osorio, a former world number 33, carries 2 WTA titles on her resume, the Bogota Open and the Monterrey Open. In short, she is battle-tested on the biggest stages of the main tour. But this is where Alex's advantage comes into play, her relentless dominance and fearless approach. Out of her 5 ITF titles, all of Alex Eala's victories have come on hard courts, while Osorio is widely known as a clay court specialist. The faster court conditions at Rizal Memorial clearly favor Alex's flat, aggressive ground strokes. When we break down their skill sets, Alex stands out as a beast in long rallies. Her laser-like forehand has the power to punch holes through any defense, and her backhand has become far more stable compared to last year. She is averaging around 6 aces per match, not as a power server, but through smart left-handed placement that earns her crucial free points, something she will need badly against a player like Osorio. On the other side of the net, Osorio is a pure grinder. She refuses to give up on any point and keeps sending the ball back until her opponent breaks. Her greatest strengths lie in her consistency and her ability to read the opponent's game. This is where the real conflict emerges: career ambitions versus national pride. For Alex, this tournament is critical to her goal of breaking into the top 40 and securing seeded spots in upcoming Grand Slams. But with every swing, she also carries the weight of the nation's hopes. Back in 2023, Alex endured heartbreaking losses, from defeats in Osaka to lingering thigh injuries that pushed her into moments of doubt. Now, standing in front of a roaring Filipino crowd, the pressure has doubled. As several tennis analysts have pointed out, Alex's toughest opponent may not be the player across the net, but her own expectations while playing in front of her countrymen. Online, the buzz is on fire. Fans are flooding social media with praise for Alex's growing maturity. Many noticed that in her match against Sakadam, she showed no signs of frustration even when the score was tied at 4-all in the first set. That calm, predator-like mindset is exactly what she will need against Osorio. There are still concerns, though, particularly with her serve. At times, Alex commits double faults in crucial moments, handing out free points to her opponent. If she can limit these errors, her speed and agility will become the key weapons to wear down the Colombian star. After the match, Alex herself admitted she faced many tough situations, especially in the first set, but expressed pride in how she fought through them. She acknowledged that there were moments where she felt pushed to the edge, yet managed to steal a few critical points that ultimately carried her through. Surrounded by overwhelming support, she said the motivation she feels from the crowd is immense, and she ended simply with heartfelt gratitude, thanking everyone for standing by her.